If a geography of the region predetermines conflicts, then Manipur would be a fine demonstration of this theory. What is happening in Manipur? What is the role of geography in initiating ongoing Manipur crisis? How the British pattern of administration is making difference in Manipur? Then, what is the way forward? GS Paper 3, Security Challenges and Their Management in Border Areas. Please watch December 21st video for the detailed analysis on Manipur crisis. What is happening in Manipur? It has been more than 1 month since the blockade of the national highways leading to the Manipur Valley, called by the United Naga Council, UNC. Widespread protests have erupted in Manipur in the last few days, with protesters setting on fire to protest against the Naga economic blockade. 2 national highways that serve as a lifeline for the state have been blocked by the UNC. As a result, people have been experiencing severe hardship in the supply of essential items. Prices of essential commodities have skyrocketed. Role of geography in initiating ongoing Manipur crisis. The hilly areas were ignored during British times, while the plains were in focus as they generated revenue, so inequality has risen between these areas, leading to conflicts. The hilly areas are not suited for agriculture. This would definitely hit the means of employment. The administrative difficulties in these hilly areas have led to disruption of law and order, and imposition of UPSC to escalated the problems. The Northeast region is the cradle for different cultures, and it's no surprise that Manipur is inhabited by various ethnic communities like the Metis, Nagas, Kukis, etc. These ethnic differences often leads to clashes in what is known as the son of the soil movement. Harsh and hostile climatic zones leave people unemployed for most of the year, leading to conflicts. Its location as a border state and its porous boundary often leads to insurgencies that are instigated from countries beyond the boundaries. The Northeast states are particularly at disadvantage, because they are connected to Indian mainland by a chicken neck. In fact, they are more nearer to other countries, and these complications has led to less development. Thus it fuels all the clashes for sovereignty between different ethnic groups. How the British pattern of administration is making difference in Manipur. British left the fertile and intensely cultivated revenue lands of the Impal Valley to be administered under modern revenue norms, while the sparsely populated non-revenue hills were generally left unadministered. This pattern of administration soon came to be institutionalized and was retained after independence. Today, the Impal Valley is under the modern revenue administration as defined by the Manipur Land Revenue and Land Reforms Act, but not the hills. In the hilly regions, customary laws continue to shape administrative norms. In the valley, the state is deemed to own all lands, and individual owners lease their small possessions and pay taxes in return. However, this principle of eminent domain is disputed in the hills. Then, what is the way forward? First and foremost, conflict resolution in such a scenario cannot be a bilateral matter between the central government and any single party. A chain can be as strong as the weakest link, and the center will have to look for a broader and more inclusive solution to suit what essentially is a multilateral issue. Everyone will have to agree to a shared homeland. The lofty goal of shared sovereignty and competencies being negotiated between the NSCNM and the center cannot be the solution to the problem of the region, unless this sharing extends to all other stakeholders.